Good day to you, and welcome to the channel Northworthy Sagas and Stories. I am your host for the day. I am Bragi, the son of Magnar, and yes, I am a Viking. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Now today we are here to talk about another British hoard. And this hoard is the Huxley Hoard, a Viking treasure. Now the Huxley Hoard is a hoard of Viking jewellery, and it dates from around 900 to 910 AD. And the hoard was found buried in a field near the village Villani in Saxon of Huxley in the county of Cheshire. Now the hoard was found by a man and a metal detectorist called Steve Reynoldson. What a fantastic find you found that day. Now, the hoard was found buried during a metal detecting weekend organised by the Lun Valley Metal Detecting Club. And the first thing that Steve found was some fragments of lead buried roughly 30 centimetres in the ground, 12 inches. And after he dug the lead up, they found this hoard. And luckily they had an archaeologist there on the day who dug the hoard up, and they found nothing else other than this hoard. Now the hoard consists of 21 bracelets, hacksilver bracelets, very similar to this. And also there was one silver ingot. And you may be asking yourself, well, Bragi, can you tell us or show us what an ingot is? Well, that there is a silver ingot. Now the hoard weighed 1.5 kilograms in total. That's 3.3 pounds. And there was also 39 fragments of lead. That alone is very interesting, and we'll talk about that later on. Now, the bracelets are speculated to have been produced by the Norse, the Viking settlers in Dublin, and possibly buried for safekeeping by Viking refugees settling in Cheshire and the Wirral in the early 900s. When the hoard was found, the bracelets were flattened and some were folded too. Now, the bracelets were folded flat. 16 were decorated by punched patterns. A bit like that on my bracelet. I will be including photographs for you to see the hoard. Now, the punched patterns, 6 had crosses stamped in the centre, and another 6 with central crosses, and 1 at each end. 2 of the bracelets have lattice patterns and an hourglass stamp around the edge. 1 bracelet has chevrons with central and end crosses. And there was 1 bracelet found as a twisted bar with a zigzag pattern on it. Now the remaining 4 bracelets are plain and are unstamped. Now let's talk about the leg fragments, as this is an important aspect of this hoard. The lead fragments suggest that the hoard could have been buried in either a lead sheet or even a lead-lined wooden box. Very interesting. And we're very lucky that the owner never came back to dig them up and claim them, for we never would have found this hoard. Now this is one of many clusters of Viking Age hoards found in the county, in the Chester area of Cheshire. And it was held by the British Museum until July 2007. And then it was displayed at July 2007 at the Merseyside Maritime Museum. An Heritage Lottery Fund grant of £45,000, that would be around 60,000 US dollars, was enabled to buy the hoard and purchased by joint owners of the Grosvenor Museum, Chester Museum Services and the National Museums of Liverpool. The hoard is currently displayed at the Museum of Liverpool, another great museum including the Maritime Museum. I urge you to go to both. Now in 2010 it was subject of a book published by the National Museums of Liverpool, a book I do not have in my collection. It is a very fascinating hoard and we're very lucky to have it. Now let's chat about the manufacturing of Viking Age bracelets or arm rings. The first thing you'll need is silver. Now you can either buy ingots ready-made, or you could find some existing silver items, a large brooch or arm ring, or some existing arm rings, and you could melt them down, or you could even melt down your coinage in silver, and then you'd cast your silver into ingots, often in a stone, soapstone mould, sometimes in wood, though a wood mould would not last long. And the next thing you'll do, you'll want to shape and make the bracelet. You would have a nice hearth with some bellows. Before I dig my silver out, and you would heat up your silver ingot, and then you would get a good hammer and a small anvil, and you would begin the process of heating up the silver and drawing the silver back, so that the ingot gradually in time develops into a style of a bracelet. You would then go and get some stamps, and you would put your little ingot or your flattened bar on an anvil, and you would put the pattern in, you stamp it in, and then you would heat it up again to form the bracelet. A very fascinating subject, and of course we know this today as hack silver, and hack silver was very important for if you had a number of coins, each year you had to pay tax. But if you got your coins and you made it into jewellery, you didn't have to pay tax on that. This is very interesting. Now, this is a number of a series on hoards which I intend to cover over the next few years. And if you have a favourite hoard you'd like me to cover, whether it'll be a Bronze Age or an Iron Age, or whether it'll be an Anglo-Saxon or a Viking hoard, or a later medieval hoard, please let me know in a comment. I would very much like to see your suggestions. And until the next time we meet again, it is goodbye from me. And I thank you for watching. Good health was hailed to all those that watch. And if you're new to the channel and you'd like to subscribe, then please go and click the subscribe button. But also, don't forget to go and click the notification bell. By doing that, you'll always be notified when we publish, when we premiere our videos, and also when we live stream. Goodbye. Good day.
Welcome to Northworthy Sagas and Stories.